Call to order, please, this regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Harlingen Consolidated Independent School District, held on this evening of May the 9th, 2017, beginning at 6:35 in the evening. We would like to say how excited and thrilled we are to see everyone here. The greatest joy for us is to come into a meeting and have the room packed like this. We're so pleased, and we're so excited that a large portion of this meeting tonight is going to be honoring students and the staff in this district who are unparalleled in their excellence. So we're really happy to have you all. Thank you for being here. At this time, I would like to say that we do in fact have a quorum, and I would like to invite you please to join us in a moment of silence. Thank you very much. At this time, we will have a Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Struphart.
Thank you, Madam President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight's pledge will be led by Manuel Conde. Manuel is a 9th grade student at Dr. Abraham P. Cano Freshman Academy. When he was 6, he started learning to play the drums, but he didn't want to stop there. Manuel felt a need to keep growing in music and to soak up everything he could get his hands on. He had been playing football since his elementary days at Rodriguez Elementary, but upon reaching 9th grade, he decided to dedicate most of that time to his church, where every Wednesday he provides his church youth group an uplifting message. He is now a promising musician, ranked in the top 10% of his class, a varsity track athlete, a Cano Freshman Academy ambassador, an active member of the National Junior Honor Society, as well as a member of the jazz band, choir, and orchestra. He can fluently play 9 instruments, which include drums, piano, saxophone, guitar, bass, viola, flute, clarinet, and of course his voice. After graduation, he would like to attend the University of Houston and major in music, obviously. He would like to then earn a doctoral degree and become a band director at a major university. Once that has been accomplished, he's not done yet. He would like to return to school and receive his master's degree in theology to further help out his church. Besides all of that, he's just a normal teenager that loves to have fun with his family and friends. Manuel says, and I quote, "As long as I don't run from adversity, but instead lean into it with all my heart, I know and I am positive God will make me a leader worth following." He is joined tonight by his parents, Manuel and Maggie Conde. Ladies and gentlemen, Manuel Conde.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Y'all may be seated. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, Manuel, sometimes Dr. Cavazos, the superintendent, and I, when we're in some of our schools and we hear such outstanding students and we hear about such outstanding teachers, sometimes we look at each other and say, what are we doing here? Well, you don't really need us. And I kind of have to say, I think that a little bit about you. It's wonderful, remarkable accomplishments, remarkable. Would your parents please stand, or your family? Do you have anyone here with you tonight? Are they with you?
There they are.
Yay! Thank you. It will be a joy to follow your career. We look forward to that. Thank you so much for being with us. This is board reorganization night, and so that explains what we'll be doing the next part of the agenda. Agenda item number 2 I'm required to read to you is recognition of Jerry Fleurier for her service as board president for the 2016-2017 school year, and Dr. Cavazos will take care of that agenda item.
Madam President, board members, senior team, and of course the audience, it gives me great pleasure to first indicate that this year went by super fast. Jerry is known to us as the team of 8, as our queen on the board. And she's the greatest cheerleader we have for HCISD and does an incredible job as an ambassador. Tonight, we just want to pause for a moment to thank Ms. Fleury for the outstanding job she did as our board president this year. Highly invested in maximizing educational opportunities for all students, Jerry Fleury has been a member of the Board of Trustees and an ambassador for HCISD since 1996. Mrs. Fleury has brought invaluable knowledge to the board and district initiatives. As a strong advocate for our children, she has been an influential contributor to the district's ongoing transformational efforts. No one can argue with the fact that she's a hardworking individual who exemplifies the very best spirit and within our Harlingen community through her involvement in the school district and other events and projects. She helped form Harlingen Main Street and Leadership Harlingen, and over the years she has served on several community boards and committees, including Harlingen's Capital Improvement Advisory Board. In 2016, deservingly, she was presented with the Award of Distinction by the Girl Scouts of the Greater South Texas. During this, her 4th year as board president, our HCISD Board of Trustees was recognized as one of the top 5 outstanding school boards in the state as part of the HEB Excellence Awards. This recognition is a testament to the caliber of individuals we have at the helm of our district. I am super proud to have an active individual like Mrs. Fleury who cares infinitely about the Harlingen CISD family. Serving on our school board, she is a role model of leadership and service to our HCISD students, staff, and parents. We should all strive to be as dedicated to our communities as she is. Help me thank Ms. Fleury for navigating our school district. So since this will be the last time she used the gavel here, we're gonna give her one so she can use it at home, Randy. So this is a ceremonial gavel, and so we thank you, Ms. Fleury, for the outstanding job you did as our board president. So let's take the last picture as the president. Oh, no, no. Can y'all scoot over just a little bit? Sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. To say that this is a labor of love would be a gross understatement. It has been my joy. We do, in fact, in title and in spirit and in reality, have the finest school board in the state of Texas. There is no doubt. Serving with these gentlemen has been a highlight in my life. They are extraordinary leaders, and we all push each other every day in every way to be even better. We each represent something different and bring something different to the board, and sometime when we have a lot of time, I'll tell these guys what they represent to me. But they're extraordinarily special. Without a doubt, there is no question in anyone's mind that the shining light of leadership in this district is Dr. Art Cavazos. He is now known throughout the state of Texas as the star, and we are so grateful that he is with us. Before we came into this room, I asked him if he didn't want a 10-year contract. Maybe, maybe we could arrange that.
Second the motion.
Right? I think we could. Anyway, thank you very much. Our students are the very best. They're just outstanding. I'd like to share with you all just for a moment, and there's a daddy in the room here tonight that knows this better than anyone. But Art and George and I had the opportunity this afternoon to attend something that I think is shows the heart of the Harlingen School District, and that is that at Harlingen High School, we have a prom every year for our special students. And so what we saw when we went there today were the football players dancing with the girls, with the children, and they were great dancers too. And this one back here, your daughter was just absolutely fabulous. It was so special to see all the love in that room. I remember when our granddaughter was with National Honor Society several years ago, they provided the food for that event. The decorations were all over the room, and all the children's hands were there. This is a district that has a huge heart, and that was an example of it today. But we on the board have the blessed, it's a blessing, really, that we have to see special things happening in this district every day. And that's why it's so exciting for us to be able to honor all of you tonight. And I was having so much fun today driving around looking at the top 10 graduates' billboards around town. And after they come down, then we'll have our teachers. And we honor you for all that you do in this district. We have in this room tonight the Harlingen Area Education Foundation, which has been working for this district since the early 90s. We have fabulous partnerships in this community that without whom we would not be able to do what we do. And so we're grateful to all of you. And Shane, I don't know quite what happened, but something happened.
Somebody's
Oh,
leaving.
yeah.
Someone get AEP on the line?
That's because we're so full.
Shane,
So
if she
this
wants
is
to
all-
talk longer, she can.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. This is just all to say that we are in a very fortunate position right now at this moment in time. And I am blessed to be a part of this moment in time. So thank you very much. That's enough of that. Thank you very much. So. Agenda item number 3 is the issuance of certificates of election. Mr. Julio Cavazos.
Thank you, Ms. Flores, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 3 is the issuance of the certificate of election. Section 2.053 of the election code states a certificate of election should be presented to the board before taking office. Ms. Flores will present those certificates to the elected officers.
So Javier and this is for Javier De Leon, and this is for Jerry Fleury. Okay, thank you very much. At this time, we move to agenda item number 4, the oath of office. Julio Cavazos, please.
Thank you, Ms. Fleury. Agenda item number 4 is the oath of office. We have the privilege to have Judge Eloy Cano and Isabel Mejia to administer the oath of office to the newly elected school board members. So if they could come forward to the lectern to be sworn in, Mrs. Fleury and Mr. De Leon.
In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I administer the following oath. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Derek Fleury, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of trustee for the Harlingen HCISD of the state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of the state. So help me
In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I, Javier De Leon, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute duties of the office of trustee for the Harlingen CISD of the state of Texas, and will to the best my ability preserve, protect, and defend Constitution
Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Yes. I think, yeah. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Did you fly back? No? Did you fly back?
Thank you, and I would like to thank Isabel and Eloy, who it turns out were high school classmates, graduates of Harlingen High School in 1979, for coming tonight to help us with the oath of office. I would like to say on a personal note that Isabel and Randy worked together for over 30 years, and so she's been an important part of our life. We've raised our children together, and she knew my parents when they were living on this earth, and it means the world to me that she came tonight. So thank you very much, and thank you, Eloy. Thank you.
I want to also say that I've known Judge Cano for many, many years. In fact, when he was in the police department, they asked me to play softball on their softball team, and I don't know if they were better or worse for it, but I appreciate them inviting me. But I also want to thank my mom. She's been a big foundation. She's amazing. She's been a support for me since I was small, and thought that when I couldn't do something, she was the one always thinking positive. So if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be here today. She's just an amazing lady. My brother's fantastic, and then the rock behind the better half is my wife over there. She's just an amazing individual. You know, in Valentine's Day, we were here. We had a board meeting on Valentine's Day, and that doesn't. And every single one of us were here. We had a quorum, and that doesn't say that we're dedicated and you know, we dropped everything. What it says is we have an amazing partner, amazing wives, husband, girlfriend that support us and knows that we do things. We have responsibilities and obligations, and they say, go ahead and do that. You were elected to do that. You have responsibilities to do that. And without them supporting us, we wouldn't be here. So I want to thank my wife and everybody else's spouses here as well, because she is definitely my better half. And then finally, I want to thank the community for their support. If it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't be sitting here. You are our bosses. You all tell us what to do, but don't tell us all at one time. So we want to thank you. And then finally, I just want to conclude with to be elected another 3 years and to be sitting here with my fantastic colleagues, like Ms. Fleury had eloquently said, it's an honor to sit here with every single one of them here. It's an honor to sit with the superintendent and with administrative staff. There's a lot of great things ahead, and I know that if we put all our heads together with us, with the community, with our administration, with the teachers, with the community, with the parents, there is no stopping Harlingen CISD. So thank you, God bless, and if there's anything we can do for you, let us know that we're just a phone call away. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll tell you one secret. I married my first grade sweetheart, and he's in this room right now. So thank you very
Wow.
much.
Wow.
I don't think Art knew that. So watch out, students.
That's my cue.
I started
you know
dating
that?
mine in kindergarten. Just kidding.
Okay, and now we move to the reorganization of the board, and we will get through with our business pretty soon and then get to the heart of what we're here for, and it's for all of you there, but we're required by law to do this and to do this at this particular meeting. And so agenda item number 5 is the reorganization of the board, and Mr. Julio Cavazos again will lead us through that process.
Thank you, Ms. Fleury, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 5 is the reorganization of the board. The board is familiar with the process. First, we elect a new president, then the new president takes over the meeting, then a new vice president is elected, and then a new secretary. Ms. Fleury.
Okay, at this time, do I hear a nomination for president?
Madam President, I nominate Dr. Bobby Muniz for the position of president.
Second the motion.
Thank you very much for the honor and the trust. At this point in time, because of my obligations, not only with my business, but as many of you probably know, my large family, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, they are the world to me. At this point in time, I feel like I would not be the best at leading as presidency, so I have to respectfully decline. I have to put my family first.
Thank
So
you.
thank you
So-
very much.
Thank you, Bobby. But as far as the motion goes, you withdraw the motion at this point? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And if I may, Madam
Yes,
President,
sir.
I'd like to make a motion, please.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion for George McShann to be president.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
That'll teach you.
Was there a second already?
Yes, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If not, well, let's proceed.
I just think it's kind of funny that the dean of the school board will now be the president again of the school board for how many times?
I don't know how many. About 10, maybe, I don't know. Maybe
6 or 7.
10th time, I'm not sure.
Thank you. We shall proceed to vote. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate so by saying aye.
Aye.
Is there any opposition? The motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, George. And at this time, I accede to you and you come to this chair.
No, it's just.
Oh, you can stay there. Okay, okay, okay. They're gonna
Thank
let me
you.
stay a little longer.
Thank you so very much, my fellow board members. Certainly, it's a high honor to serve as president of this board. Dr. Muniz, you learned a lot. We were about, I guess I was about your age when I was first elected, but I didn't know you were so sage. Okay, very well. Seriously, it's an honor to serve as board president this year. Dr. Muniz is a board member that, let me tell you, the promise is there. I told him, I said, you're going to be the next George McShann on the board. That means you're going to have 25 or 30 years at least, right? Very well. Now we have the nomination for vice president. Do I hear nomination?
I nominate Javier De Leon.
I'll second.
Javier De Leon has been nominated. We have a second.
I second it.
Okay.
Great.
Second by Mr. Powers. Hearing No other nominations? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Mr. De Leon.
Thank you, board members, and if George is ever ill, which never is, if he's ever out, he never is, I'll be definitely there to step in his shoes. It'll be difficult, but I'll be there. Thank you, board members.
Thank you, Mr. De Leon. For the office of secretary, do I hear a nomination?
I nominate Mr. Greg Powers for Secretary of the Board.
Second the
Second.
motion.
Mr. Greg Powers nominated, second by Dr. Muniz. Any other nomination? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Powers.
If George is ever out and Javier is ever out,
You got
then
You'll step in.
I will gladly step in. Thank you all very much. Thank you for the honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Now the officers, we will move to our respective
Okay.
chairs.
Take this.
Seat or have your seat.
Did you bring your,
Greg's.
do you want to get your notebook, George?
You want to switch so we can look like we're moving? Yeah, for the next one.
Mr. Powers.
I would like to back up just a little bit, and I want the audience to know, the board knows full well, Jerry Fleurier is a real gift to this school district. She has been on the board, I think, 18 years, maybe
20.
20 years, and this lady gives 100% to the kids of this district. I'm amazed at her knowledge, how she stays up with what's going on in academics, the arts, and even athletics. She is truly a gem. She attends every function. She travels out of town with our band, with our football team, with our chess clubs, our robotics. She is a true ambassador for this school district, but she adds so much in her knowledge of technology, early childhood learning that we're doing right now in our school districts, in our different schools. We are really ahead of the curve statewide on everything we're doing, and she's right there at the cutting edge of what we're doing. And as Dr. Cavazos said earlier, he said that, our district, I'm very proud that we were one of 5 finalists for HEB has a contest every year where they, throughout the state of Texas, they pick the 5 best school boards and school districts in the state. And we were one of those 5 this year. In fact, to be honest with you, I really feel like we should have won. I know that's biased. But I will tell you, we heard this afternoon that there's an investigation going on. There's rumors that the Russians tampered with the ballot.
Oh, wow.
But on a serious note, we're really, really lucky to have Mrs. Fleurier. So thank you, Jerry, for all you do.
Greg, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Powers. We should not give an attorney the mic, but that's okay. And again, Ms. Fleury, I want to also say, Ms. Fleury and I go back many, many years, and she's the, I guess you might say, she started graduation celebration for this school district in 1986. So just a little bit of history. And I had the honor to be the Little League baseball coach for her son, Ken. And I used to coach against his husband. Randy and I coached against each other. Little League softball for girls. Oh my goodness. A lot of history there. But we're just so proud to have Mrs. Fleury as an ambassador, an advocate, a drum major, whatever you want to call it. She's all of that. So we're so proud of you, Jerry, and thank you for your leadership. Thank you very much. Now we'll move to appointment of board member to sign checks. Mr. Julio Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. All checks written by the district have 2 signatures, the board presidents and myself. Since we have a new president and we need to get new signature plates, we're asking the board to allow us to use the old ones until we get the new ones. Should take about 2 to 3 weeks. Administration recommends approval.
Move approval as recommended by administration.
Second.
Have a motion second, the discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now we move to awards and recognitions. Recognition of Harlingen Area Educational Foundation, Mr. Shane Trubart.
Thank you, Mr. President, trustees, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. The Harlingen Area Educational Foundation was established in 1990 as an independent nonprofit corporation promoting quality education in Harlingen CISD schools through supplemental programs to support at-risk youth and to lower the dropout rate. Over the years, the foundation's mission has expanded to generate and distribute resources to enrich, maintain, and expand programs needed to meet the district's stated mission of excellence in education. HAEF has expanded now to offer Teacher of the Year grants as well as Teacher Innovation grants. These funds are used to facilitate student achievement and skill development and to expand community involvement for individuals, businesses, and civic organizations. Tonight, we recognize the HAEF Board of Directors for their contributions towards enhancing and enriching educational opportunities for the students of HCISD. Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, would you please come forward to help us recognize the board? Representing the board tonight is Board President Janine Campbell. Vice President Eric Kennedy. Treasurer Anita Boswell. Shirley Bradley. Unable to join us is Francisco Castellanos. Jennifer Colton. Here this evening is Maru de la Paz. John Hall. Jonathan Medina. Secretary Terry Ratana. Ernesto Villarreal. Also here this evening is Jim Young. Lucy Cardenas. And Mike Garza. Trustees, these are some of the hardest working people in our community working for our students. Let's give them another round of applause.
Mr. President, may I comment?
Ms. Fleury, please.
Yes, I'm sorry that they've left the room, but
Janine?
Harlingen, as you know, is an All-America City Award winner from many years past. And George and I had the privilege of serving on the committee that went to the competition to present the work done by the community to participate in the competition. And the program is established such that each community that is applying to become an All-America City has to present 3 problems. Rather than being accomplished cities in everything, one might think, it's actually based on presenting 3 significant problems in your community and how your community has addressed it. And one of the 3, and in my opinion, the one that probably swayed the judges, was the fact that in the first year that Harlingen had begun its dropout program, a formal initiative created by the Harlingen Area Education Foundation in its very early years in partnership with the school district. We reduced the dropout rate by 17% in 1 year. And seeing who the judges were at that time, I realized that we were going to win because they were people who had a really significant, long interest in education. It is due to the Harlingen Area Education Foundation in large part that Harlingen is an All-America City, and that we can always claim that we won that award. So they have continued low these many years. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I think Harlingen owes them a debt of gratitude that throughout our history we will still be needing to pay back. So I'm really grateful to them.
Thank you, Ms. Fleury. Thank you very much. It was 1992. We were All-America City in Charlotte, North Carolina. I remember that very well. And certainly the Harlingen Area Education Foundation played a major role in that. So thank you. Thank you very much. Now we have recognition of Harlingen High School South, and Early College High School top 10 students.
Thank you, Mr. President, trustees, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight, we recognize a milestone in the lives of our top-performing students from Harlingen High School South, and Early College High School. Staying the course and never losing sight of their goal, these students have worked hard to maintain a high academic standing while remaining active in campus organizations as well. Together, they are the epitome of a world-class education and are symbols of excellence for our district. We congratulate these students on their achievements and look forward to seeing them at our district's commencement ceremonies on June 2nd and June 3rd. Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, would you please come forward to help us hand out certificates, photos of the top 10 billboard, and a DVD copy of their top 10 interview with Dr. Cavazos. Starting off with Harlingen High School, our valedictorian, Alec McManus. Our salutatorian, Cole Sharbit. Leah Saragoza. Norman Torres. Dallas Herring. Jennifer DeLeon. David Day. Clarice Gonzalez. Justice Morales. And Joshua Ambris. Now we move on to our Harlingen High School South Top 10 graduates, starting with our valedictorian, Carlos Torres. Okay. And our salutatorian, Tiffany Yapel. Robert Rodriguez. Vanessa Green. Jaylene Gonzalez. Ian De Jesus. Taylor Tice. Mariel Calada. Lucas Rivas. And Ariar Puente. And now we recognize our early college, high school top 10 graduates, beginning with our valedictorian, Ginger Bennett. Jose Velasquez, salutatorian. Alexia Cabrera. Julissa Rodriguez. Anais Mendiola. Alexis Sainz. Alexandra Elizondo. Jose Palmos. Francesca Lopez. And Danielle Roberts.
Next on our agenda, recognition of students competing in the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show on March 13th through 17th. Mr. Raul Alvarez.
Good evening, Mr. President. Congratulations. Dr. Cavazos, board members, senior team, and audience. FFA is one of our district's outstanding CTE student organizations, which prides itself through agricultural education in making a positive difference in the lives of students in areas such as leadership, personal growth, responsibility, and career success. The strength of this organization is in its two systems of support. So I would like to take a moment first to acknowledge the very first system, which is the parents of the students. So even before we move on to the students, if you are an FFA or FFA junior FFA parent here in the audience tonight, can you please stand? Thank you so very much. The second system of support is our outstanding ag teachers who are always going above and beyond what is asked of them for their students, giving up a lot of their personal time and effort. I would like to take a moment to also recognize them. So from HHS, Ms. Ashley Guerra and Carrie Cash. From Harlingen High School South, Roxy Gonzalez and Omar Gonzalez. Thank y'all so much for what you do. This past spring break, and following a year of local competitions and shows, 4 of our HCISD students earned the highest possible livestock show distinctions at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show in Mercedes, Texas. It would be an honor if you would help in recognizing these students here tonight. I know you all have stood up a lot, but please, Dr. Cavazos and Mr. President, could you please come forward? Students, if you're in the audience, please come up when your name is called. From Bella Middle School, representing Harlingen South FFA, Summer Wade, Grand Champion Market Hog. From Gutierrez Middle School, representing Harlingen High School FFA, Trent Gilbert, Reserve Grand Champion Market Hog. From Stewart Place Elementary, representing Harlingen South FFA, Tegan Wade, Reserve Breed Champion Market Hog. And from Harlingen South, representing Harlingen South FFA, Jonathan Garza, Reserve Champion Market Goat. Board members, could you please come forward for a group photo?
more?
Thank you all so very much.
I'd like to take personal privilege to say that congratulations to the FFA students and their teachers. You all know my history. I would have been an ag teacher, I guess, myself many years ago, and it brings a great deal of pride to see that our FFA program is certainly, when you look at our agricultural complex and what we have, we've made giant strides. And just want to assure the parents, the students, and the community that agriculture is very, very important, and we're going to continue to support it very, very much. So congratulations to all of you. Recognition of the 2016-2017 HCISD Teachers of the Year, Mr. Shane Strubart.
Thank you, Mr. President. Trustees, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Teachers stir curiosity in young minds. They make even the dullest of topics interesting. They believe in students and give them the confidence they need to do everything they put their minds to. Education is the key to success in life, and teachers have a very significant and lasting impact in the lives of their students. I feel confident that each person here tonight could point to at least one teacher who made a difference in their life. Here in Harlingen, we have the very best and brightest teachers impacting the lives of over 18,000 students every single day. Tonight, it gives us great honor to recognize 29 of HCISD's premier educators. The Teacher of the Year award is given to educators who continuously go above and beyond in the work towards preparing our students for global achievement. The teachers we're going to recognize this evening have a great degree of responsibility, as they represent and embody the beliefs and ideals of teachers from not just their campus, but from our district. Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, would you come help us recognize these outstanding educators? From Austin Elementary, Michelle Moreno. From Bonham Elementary, Emma Trevino. From Bowie Elementary, Maria de la Fuente. From Crockett Elementary, Noelia Garcia. From Sam Houston Elementary, Lisa Hamburg. From Jefferson Elementary, Victoria Lopez. From Lamar Elementary, Tina Delilas. From Lee Means Elementary, Felix Rodriguez. Be popular. All right. From Long Elementary, Anadelia Coronado. From Milam Elementary, Ida Perez. From Rodriguez Elementary, Elvia Mata. From Stewart Place Elementary, Hortensia Juarez. Just nearly got 10. From Travis Elementary, Jacob Escamilla. From Treasure Hills Elementary, Celeste Esparza. From Wilson Elementary, Yvette Luna. From Zavala Elementary, Beatriz Cruz. and representing her campus as well as our entire district as Elementary Teacher of the Year from Dishman Elementary, Miss Maria Munoz. Ms. Munoz has taught fifth grade students for 25 years. She continues to reinvent herself by adapting to meet the needs of her students. In 2012, she rose to the challenge and became one of the district's first digital classroom teachers. A true model for our students, she leads by example. Aside from learning math skills, students learn from her character to become caring and compassionate individuals. At this time, I'd like to invite the rest of the trustees for a group photo. Got it, George? Everyone look at George first. Which one is he? This is the top stand here. 1 point. All right, everyone, big smiles. Y'all can model. They don't want to teach anymore. All right. Brent. Phone back. I know. Yeah, one more. Hold up. Bob, you got one more photo? Dr. Moniz,
Best selfie of the night with the best teachers on?
Okay, now we move on to our secondary campuses, beginning with Coakley Middle School. Stephanie Huerta. Okay, Gutierrez Middle School, William Ott. From Memorial Middle School, Jennifer Liao. From Bella Middle School, Lynn Villalobos. From Vernon Middle School, Arturo Ayala Jr. From Kano Freshman Academy, Jordan Lopez. From Harnison School of Health Professions, Christina Ramos. From Early College High School, Cassandra Chavez. No, it's not. So get it close up, George. From Harlingen High School, Master Sergeant Juan Gonzalez Jr. From Harlingen High School South, Mr. Mark Conway. Oh, that's why there he's got a crowd. Okay, all right. From the Secondary Alternative Center, Alma Becerra. And representing his campus as well as our entire district as Secondary Teacher of the Year, from Keys Academy, Mr. Juan Fraga. As a seasoned math instructor, Mr. Fraga enjoys more than 29 years of experience, 26 of which has been spent at Keys Academy, working with students from a variety of backgrounds. He is not only a math educator, but a math engineer, developing young minds and helping students see the career possibilities that come with a quality education. Mr. Fraga goes beyond the call of teaching and is attentive to students' needs. He helps them prioritize what is important in their lives so that they can focus on their future. Congratulations, Mr. Fraga. Trustees, can we get all the trustees for a group photo? Oh, okay. This way. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Please don't leave. I think we have a few comments from the board members, so please don't.
Yeah, I have your attention, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. My fellow board members would like to make some comments at this time.
I will begin and just say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Several of us have been talking in the last 24 hours that it's really important for us to remember that, we spend so much time talking about curriculum and programs and schedules and redesign and transformation. But the real thing is that we must remember that we work with people. And the majority of those people are children. And their lives are in the hands of these outstanding teachers. We could not be better off. We could not have finer people for the lives of our children every day. And we are just exceedingly grateful, and we want you to know that we understand that. We understand who you are as leaders in the classroom, and you're the inspiration for their lives, and we thank you very, very much. We wish we could do more, but we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Dr. Pettis.
So I just want to, I don't usually follow the eloquent Jerry Fleury. That's a bad habit to do, but I just want to say, many of y'all maybe have heard some of my story before, but the reason I'm a physician today is because of a teacher. I think that really y'all don't get enough credit. One award to one teacher at one campus is not nearly enough. We need to do more to highlight the amazing things going around each campus at in the district. But I just want to say that really this is what it's about. Really, it's about inspiring our kids, trying to flip that switch. And not too many people realize that like Mrs. Fleury said, you know, you can go down to the curriculum and this and that, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's about caring for these students and really just making that human connection. And when you do that, you'll flip that switch. You'll get them engaged. They'll become self-learners. And that's what happened for me, and it can happen to anybody. And I think, you know, speaking about physicians, I think a lot of folks think that, you know, pretty noble profession, that kind of stuff. Teaching is the most noble profession by far. And if you really think about it, teachers make all other professions possible. And so I think that we really need to give y'all more credit, because y'all are extremely dedicated to y'all's profession, extremely dedicating to connecting with each child, every student, and trying to get them engaged, get them to become self-learners, get them to become passionate in something. And I know you all don't get paid enough. We know that. I hope you know that we try to do as much as we can every year. But we need to do more, and I think the state needs to do more. But trust me, we will continue to highlight y'all's work, great work, as much as we can. And just know that the reward of the students' success and what they're going to do in their lives, in their communities and in their families, is just amazing. And you all are transforming literally this community and Texas and the world. And I just can't be more proud of you, of the great work you do. So you inspire us, and it's the reason why we serve to really, for all the students in this district. But we can't do that we can only do it through the work that you all each individually do. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Keep up the great work. Really, really, really proud of you.
Dr. Muniz.
Mr. President, thank you very much. You know, I remember as a child, my mother was a teacher, a wonderful teacher, and to this day, I still have a lot of her students who come up to me and ask me if I was her son and am her son. But I remember the sacrifices she made. You know, I remember going to bed without her, and she had all the work on her tables at 11, 12 p.m. at night. She was sacrificing being with us, and she sacrificed and was sweating and really putting in that effort because she cared for every single one of those children. And I can only imagine that's what you guys do on a daily basis. And not only that, but she's come back recently, well, somewhat recently, and things have changed so much. You have so many restrictions, and it's hard. I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for what you guys are doing. It's because of you, as everybody here has said, that we have wonderful, wonderful students and wonderful, wonderful children. All it takes is one person to smile, one teacher to say good job, one teacher to say you can do it, one teacher to say it's going to be all right. We have no idea what these students are going through sometimes. So I thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hymas.
I also want to reiterate what everybody said so far. Your role of a teacher and a mentor goes beyond just the lesson plan and whatever it is that you're teaching in the classroom. It's a huge responsibility. My sister's a teacher. I have cousins in this district who are teachers, and at different schools at different levels. So I understand coming from a field that's not in education. I see firsthand the sacrifices they make, like Dr. Muniz said, and Dr. Perez and Ms. Fleury have said. I have my own 5th grade teacher to thank for a lot of, not for everything I've done, but for a lot of what I've done. And that's Ms. Rayma Causey. I know she's not here, but I like to drop her name any chance I get, because she showed in the 5th grade, she showed a lot of compassion towards the students. I was a student at Crockett Elementary, and she showed a lot of compassion, a lot of love and kindness to her students, and that always stuck with me, as that's what a teacher should be. That's what a model teacher should be, and that's what we see in all of y'all and every teacher in this district, not just the ones here being recognized. We were in Austin this weekend where we were getting recognized as a school board, but there were also a lot of educators there, a lot of teachers from across the state, and I had no doubt that any one of our teachers, any one of you all here right now, could have been in those places. And there's a lot more teachers. One of the winners said there's 4 or 5 of us getting recognized here, but there's hundreds of more across the state. and you guys here in our school district that sacrifice so much and to give so much of your own time, of your own passion, and of your own heart to not just educate the children in our community, but help raise them. So thank you, and enjoy your summer.
Thomas, thank you. Mr. De Leon?
I agree with everything that my colleagues have said, and I'll kind of jump on a lot of those comment about we were in Austin this Saturday and Sunday, and we were nominated as one of the 5 school boards. But the truth to be told, the only reason we're there is because of the teachers, the amazing job that you did that allowed us to be sitting there. You know, my wife's a school teacher. My daughter's a school teacher. She teaches in Pflugerville. And I wish the community, because they know, maybe the parents in the community know that you all go to work every single day, that you take care of the kids every single day, that you put your heart and soul in it every single day. I think the community sees that. I think what the community sometimes doesn't see is that your day doesn't stop at 3:45 or 4 o'clock. You all are doing lesson plans. You all are strategizing. You all are working in the evenings. You all are you're at Hobby Lobby. If you ever want to see a teacher, go to Hobby Lobby. You all are at Hobby Lobby spending so much money every single day in the weekends, getting ready, preparing. It's a never-ending job. Your profession is something that does not end at 3:45 or 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. It just starts, because on a Saturday and a Sunday, you're doing the same thing. And I wish there was a way that Shane, maybe that's a project you need to do. We need to highlight. I wish we could highlight and track what a teacher goes through every single day, and the commitment and the responsibility that you all do, because it is a never-ending job. And one day I kind of like where Dr. Pettis said that, you know, we're trying to work as much as we can to raise the levels of salaries as best as we can with the monies that we have. But I also want to see one day where we don't see each and every single one of y'all using your money for paper, for printers, or for anything else. You use district money, because we wish we could pay you a lot more, but the pay that you get, we hate to see you use that for supplies and things that are in the classroom. So we're working on that. We're going to continue to try to work on that. But just know that we know that you're not just working Monday through Friday, but you're working Saturday, Sunday, and we appreciate that. The community appreciates that. The parents appreciate it, but more importantly, the kids appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. Thank you. Mr. Powers.
Going last, everybody's already covered. Seriously, it's been mentioned several times that we were in Austin with the awards at banquet this past weekend, where school districts from all over the state were recognized. And the reason we were there, no question. I mean, the guest speaker was Robert Gates, former CIA director and Secretary of Defense, and he talked about how it's the people in the trenches that really make the difference. And it's award after award, every district after district that received an award, it was obvious that it was all due to the efforts of their teaching staff and the great teachers that they had, like we have. And I want to echo what Javier said. The public doesn't realize, unless you're involved in education, that your job isn't 8 to 5. It goes many, many hours, going home and doing your lesson plans, getting ready, preparing special projects, going with the groups on the weekend to help for activities, events. And, you know, the teachers have to love kids and want to help kids. And that's what it's all about. And I really appreciate you. This board really appreciates you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Mr. Powers. Thank you. My fellow board members have spoken so eloquently. Just sitting here thinking about, you know, what can you really say? They've said it all. But I think of Sir Winston Churchill. His quote, as I recall, goes something like this. You make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. That's important. Certainly the material things are important, but more importantly, the lives you touch and the lives you change. All of us the superintendent, the board members, parents, all of us out here know that it was a teacher that was a difference maker. It was a teacher that was, I would say, the one that was, from my science background, the catalyst that made it happen. And students come to school because of you. We appreciate your connection to life and the lives you're changing, and we applaud you for that. Now, let me tell you this, Teachers of the Year, this is your opportunity. You have a voice now. Last year, Dr. Cavazos' leadership, I think the teachers were given a challenge to give input about what can we do to make the district better, okay? So you'll have an opportunity. I don't know what those challenges are going to be, but speak out. You know, this is a time to say, okay, we're doing all this, board. Now let's see. Now this is what can make life better for us in the classroom. This is what can make life better in the district. So you're the best and the brightest. You're number one. You're champions. So put it on us. Let us know what we can do to make things better, because we want to do everything we can to make you better teachers. So congratulations to all of you.
Mr. President, I believe they deserve a standing ovation.
Now we've all spoken, but Dr. Cavazos, my honor, sir.
Well, thank you, Board President, board members, and of course the audience, but more importantly, the Teachers of the Year. I remain humbled and honored to serve as your superintendent, but more importantly, we're reminded that our work is working with people. And as we work with children, sometimes we won't know the impact we made until years later. And so we are who we are as a result of teachers and having gone through an educational system. We don't forget the fact that our biggest workforce is in the teachers. And so every day we look for ways to reinvent ourselves and to meet the very diverse needs of our population. These are not somebody else's children, they're our children. And that's what makes us unique in HCISD, that we take responsibility for every child that comes through our door. While we have long days, you have longer ones. And we know that your commitment is unwavering, and your commitment to excellence continues through day in and day out. I think one of the board members said, have a great summer, not yet. But I will say that you've earned the honors that you received today. You represent our over 1,500 teachers, and you are truly role models for what we want in every classroom. We're happy, we're excited, and as your superintendent, I'm super proud of the work you do. Continue to fight the good fight, continue to reach for the stars, and ensure that every child in HCISD is in the front of the line of opportunities and not in the back of the line. And only you can make that happen. Go forth and inspire our kids and make them have the better future, because that's our highest hopes, is that our students get the very best that they deserve. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you represent. And you don't have to work late tonight. You already get it. So thank you again. Let's give them another hand for the great work.
Now, let's look at the recognition of PTSA Students of the Month for May. Our presenters is Brianna Vela Garcia. Oh, had to break through the crowd. All right.
Good evening, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight, I will be recognizing our May Harlingen City Council PTSA Students of the Month. These students proudly represent Harlingen High School South, and Early College High School. Our KHGN students have created exceptional videos of these students all year long, so we hope you enjoy our May Student of the Month video.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Reiniger. I go to Harlingen High School, and I'm a senior. I'm in PTSA, baseball and football. I've learned to work hard for my coaches and get the schoolwork done, and I've also learned to help the community out in any way that I can. I'm passionate about my family, my schoolwork, and the organizations that I commit to. I put a lot of time and work into everything I've done, my schoolwork, in and out of every day, and then my sports every day, working hard, and it just becomes an everyday thing. I plan to go to Texas A&M and study construction science, have fun, and just meet a lot of new people there at A&M.
Hi, my name is Devin Rosas. I'm a senior and I go to HHS. I'm in PTSA and NHS. I learned to be a leader. It helped me build myself as a person and to help others. It really helped me to help my teammates out because I learned a leadership role. I found the love for high jump, so I started practicing more and I got better. I'm very passionate about track and field because I love the sport and I hope to take it to the next level. I plan on attending Southwestern University to get a degree in business and management. I got an offer, an academic scholarship for $22,000, and I know that it's a good academic school, and that's why I chose it. Sean Muniz, 12th grade, Harlingen High School South. Inside of school, I'm involved in NHS and athletic sports. And outside of school, I am part of the Ronald McDonald House, the Muniz Pharmacy, and I help out at my local church. I have learned that you must help others because they're part of your community and just gotta help them any way you can. I'm passionate about helping others because you need to help out your community. I plan to go to UTSA to major in chemistry and be a pharmacist.
My name is Destiny Casanova and I attend Harlingen High School South. Inside of school, I'm a part of the athletic training club. I'm the president for that. I'm a part of the Leo Club, PTSA. Outside of school, I'm more active with my church, and I'm part of a group right now for Relay for Life. I'm helping out Judy Peters because her son passed away for cancer, so we're helping raise money for Relay for Life. I learned that passion's the key. If you're passionate, you can do anything you want. You just have to have goals and set your mind to it. I'm passionate about church. I'm passionate about God. I'm passionate about helping people out. I don't like letting people down. I'm going to UTSA in San Antonio. I want to major in athletic training. I want to be an athletic trainer for UT Austin or some college in Texas.
My name is Samantha Galvan, and I am currently a senior at ECHS High School. I am an active member of PTSA, the Action Team, and Relay for Life. I've learned responsibility, how to be a part of a team, and how to use my time and manage it wisely. I am passionate about helping my community and being a part of my community and helping others. I plan to attend UTRGV and major in business management information.
My name is Guadalupe Ortiz. In school, I'm currently a member of the Action Team, and I'm also a member of the Robotics Team, and I'm the Vice President of the Robotics Team. Outside of school, I do a lot of community service with the Action Team, and I also work at La Playa Restaurant in Harlingen. At my work, I learned how to work with people. I am a hostess, I always have to be nice to them, answer the phones, and just work with them really well. What I'm really passionate about is my community. With the Action Team, I've done over 200 hours of community service. I like helping the community in a lot of the events and that they do around the city. After graduation, I plan to attend UTRGV to study the Spanish translation and interpretation major.
Okay, and yes. At this time, I'd like to ask those students in the month that are here this evening to stand and be recognized. And if there are any parents here to stand up and be recognized.
Parents?
The video will be available on our YouTube page. Before we move on for the photo, I'd like to recognize Isabella Martinez of Harlingen High School South. Bella, can you please stand? She has been the leader on all of this year's PTSA Student of the Month videos. We've received so many compliments on this year's videos, so Bella, we want to thank you for all of your hard work. Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, would you please come forward to present a certificate to Bella for her outstanding work? Thank you. And so now I'd like to invite the entire board and all the students of the month to come forward for a photo with and Bella as well. And just for, real quickly, I'd like to ask for Pat Guajardo and Joe DeLeon to stand up for a second.
Yay, Pat.
So tonight we'd just like to thank you all and recognize you for working so diligently throughout the year with your class as an extension of our very own department. Not only do you all and your students work after school hours to record football games and events at the Performing Arts Center, you all put together outstanding performances like the Student Film Awards. We just want to thank you for all that you do, and we know that through the program, KHGN, that our Media Arts and Communications Academy for the fall is in good hands. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Brianna, for a great job for this year, Student of the Month. We are proud of you. Thank you very much. Recognition of Sweepstakes Award winning music teachers, presenter Mr. Ronnie Rios.
Good evening, Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, Board of Trustees, ladies and gentlemen. A UIL Sweepstakes Award in the world of music education is the very highest honor given to a secondary music program by the UIL in Texas. It is given to groups earning a Division I rating for all facets of their performance, including the concert or the stage performance, sight reading, and if applicable, marching band. So I'm proud to announce that Harlingen CISD has an abundance of these award-winning groups. Tonight, I'd like to recognize them and their award-winning teachers. So, Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, would you please join us up front here for this very special occasion? Starting off, Coakley Middle School Orchestra, Nancy Torres, director. Coakley Middle School Band, 3 years in a row, sweepstakes, Lehigh Sanchez, director. Gutierrez Middle School Choir, 11 years in a row, sweepstakes, Pamela Briones. Gutierrez Middle School Orchestra, 3 years in a row, Olga De Leon, and she is not here tonight, but round of applause for Olga De Leon. Gutierrez Middle School Band, also I believe they're not here tonight. We have Mr. Bill Bennett and Eladio Bravo. Memorial Middle School Choir, 7 years in a row sweepstakes, Rebecca Albritton. Memorial Middle School Orchestra, 4 years in a row, sweepstakes, Karen Geigel. Memorial Middle School Band, 18 years in a row sweepstakes, James Keltner. Memorial Middle School Band, 4 years in a row sweepstakes, Julie Garcia. Vela Middle School Orchestra, Donna Cavan. And I believe she is not with us tonight, but a round of applause for her. Vernon Middle School Band, Keith DeSantis. Did you bring your saxophone? He's waiting for the Christmas party. Vernon Middle School Band, 2 years in a row, Omar Blanco. Harlingen South High School Choir, 3 years in a row sweepstakes, Jesus Willie Morales. Harlingen South High School Orchestra, 3 sweepstakes in a row, Sarah Beth Geith. Harlingen South High School Band, 16 years in a row, sweepstakes, Shane Shinsato. Harlingen South High School Band, Laura Benavides. Harlingen High School Choir, her first sweepstakes in HCISD, Ginger Wheelock. And not her last. Harlingen High School Choir, her first sweepstakes in Harlingen CISD, Anne Marie Boating. Harlingen High School Orchestra, her very first sweepstakes in Harlingen CISD, Virginia Carmona Rainey. Harlingen High School Band, 17 years in a row sweepstakes, Maria Coronado. Harlingen High School Band, 2 years in a row sweepstakes, Rob Larios. Harlingen High School Band, 3 years in a row sweepstakes, Manny Hernandez. Harlingen High School Band, 4 years in a row sweepstakes, Ivana Reyes. Harlingen High School Band, Melanie Kulaga. "20-year sweepstakes in a row, Ronnie Rios.
That's better than a selfie.
Jerry, can I get you on the... Trying to move things up. Hey everyone, look at George, the CCT. Pretty confident that you can order.
Hey, how you doing? How are you?
On the what? On the reports.
I'll make them quick.
Oh, man, I haven't seen Serge in a long time. I need you to talk to her tonight.
You and I have
This has been pretty good.
You and I have a son. Oh, wow, so great. That's incredible. I'm sure Jerry's gonna want to say something.
Yeah, I'm sure, absolutely. Okay. Board members, any comments?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Flourier.
So, it's evident to everyone in this room, I know, but we want all of our audience who will watch this on television many times to know that our music program makes the Harlingen School District the envy of the entire state. And that is not an exaggeration, right? Districts all over this country yearn for just a few of the music teachers we have. And we are super, super proud of all of you, all of you. We are just, we talk about you every single month, We sing your praises. We love to attend your concerts, and we are just exceedingly grateful for the quality that you have given to this school district. It is astonishing. Our music program is astonishing and second to none. One of our great leaders of the music program, unfortunately, has heard the R word ringing in his mind. And Mr. Keltner, we will miss you sorely. We're really going to miss you, but you're going to be around, so that's a good thing. And Mr. Rios, thank you so much for your leadership. We're just extraordinarily grateful. But we are grateful to every single campus and every single music leader that we have, from our elementary babies all the way up. The students in this district have had the quality of their lives enriched by the greatest music program anywhere, and we are so proud of you. Thank you.
And thank you, Mrs. Fleury. We're so proud of you. The arts, my goodness, we play that music throughout our lives, and thank you all so very much. Thank you. Recognition of 2016 Texas Honor Roll Schools, Ms. Laurie Romero.
Good evening, Mr. President, school board members, Dr. Cavazos, senior team, and audience. The 2016 Texas Honor Roll recognizes public elementary, middle, and high schools that demonstrate consistently high levels of student academic achievement, improvement in achievement over time, and reduction in the achievement gaps. For high schools, honor roll recognition includes high school college readiness in students. This year, the Texas Honor Roll recognized 727 higher performing, higher poverty schools that are distinguished for their academic achievement and for closing achievement gaps. So that's less than 10% in the state that were recognized, which is wonderful. We have 2 of our schools who have been awarded this very prestigious honor. So if I can have Dr. Cavazos and Mr. President, Mr. McShann come down and help us recognize these 2 campuses. Our first campus is Dishman Elementary, Principal Irma Davis. And our second campus is Early College High School, Principal Dr. Pam Flores.
Reyes, Fernando, keep it down, Fernando.
What's telling me is that it is not draft some linebacker.
Yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. Here we go. I'm good, thank you.
I'll take a water.
Well, he's got a lot of character.
Sure, Mr. McShane, that's yours.
Oh, yeah, thank you, sir.
Those are that. Those are more than 2,000 together.
Wow. Okay. Again, congratulations to our Texas Honor Roll schools. We're very proud of you. Approval of minutes. April 11th, 2017, regular board meeting.
Mr. President, make a motion for approval of the April 11th regular board meeting.
Second the motion.
We have a motion by Mr. De Leon, second by Dr. Pettis. Is there discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of consent agenda or consent calendar. We have the calendar here.
Mr. President, move approval of the consent calendar as presented.
Second.
A motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Principal's report. This is Vivian Bauer, Cano Freshman Academy.
Right.
Drum roll.
I didn't know it was going to be that quick. Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administrative staff, and audience members. Good evening. I'm proud and honored to be reporting to you on the 4-year update of Dr. Abraham P. Cano Freshman Academy. As this is the year that our legacy class of 2017 graduates from both high schools. The top 10 graduates from both high schools that were celebrated earlier this evening, probably all or most went through Cano, and we applaud their accomplishments. The last time I gave a principal's report was the first year after the academy had just been in operation for 5 months of the school year 2013-2014. And I can tell you, 4 years flew by. Actually, this was going to be the year of my retirement. I said I was going to see the legacy class out and then say thank you. But I've recommitted for 5 more years last year. So if you do the math, that's 4 years.
That's your contract, right?
And it's on video, right? So I have to keep to it. So now I can report that many things have occurred since then. But let me take you back to the first year, August 2013. We moved into a building that was not complete. We registered almost 1,300 students in the ILC alone, as the rest of the buildings had not been released to us yet. We had no gymnasium that first year. PE was held in the cafeteria, if you can imagine. kids were running up and down the stairs, so it's probably a better program. And all athletics were held off campus. We had an AC system that had a mind of its own and still does. Furniture and supplies were still being put into place the day before we opened on a Sunday. The 135 faculty and staff members were just getting to know each other, and the processes and systems that would create Dr. Kano Freshman Academy as the epicenter of transformational change for our entire school district. Quite the challenge. And I'm so proud and happy to report that we have gained momentum and there's no stopping us now. Sounds like a song, right?
No stopping now. All right.
Here are a few of the things that we have accomplished in just 4 short years. Accountability continues to improve in all 3 STAR EOC areas, including our special populations. Our success rate for students finishing their freshman year as sophomores has always been in the 90s, with nothing below 94%, and 1 year it was near 99%. The premise of the Freshman Academy was to begin students in their choice of career pathways to support college and career readiness ahead of House Bill 5. Because of this premise, every freshman began a study in a particular career pathway by choosing a CTE career course that would become a coherent sequence throughout their high school years. Therefore, Kano set the foundation for the CTE redesign at the high school levels that will put in motion the many CTE academies that will be offered at our high schools this next school year. Our OHI data is some of the highest in the district because we have created a caring culture with excellent customer service. We have had 2 district secondary teachers of the year in the 4 years of operation. 50% rate is not bad, right? So we're up next year, just FYI. Okay. Our freshmen have excelled in numerous activities as they participate at both high schools in the fine arts and athletics, winning many accolades. Our trophy cases are nearly full. We are a school that creates leaders through our structured PLCs, from our students to our departments to leadership and our administration. It is within these PLCs that gave direction to many initiatives that eventually went district-wide. Bring Your Own Device, BYOD, the Collaborative Learning Model, the Teaching and Learning Framework, and this coming school year we will work on the district's PLC committee to ensure that all campuses have PLCs that are effective in making data-driven decisions. Our continued participation in Heroes for Harlingen helped create the district Shark Tank experience for our young designers that now is going to feature 5th graders this month in addition to our freshmen. Last year, Alex Torres was selected as one of the winners in the Ford Next Generation National Competition to participate in the 2016 Ford NGL National Conference in Palm Springs, California, as a student ambassador representing Harlingen CISD and the Rio Grande Valley based on his Shark Tank experience. He did that as Harlingen High School also. We are continued growth in our robotics teams and our chess teams. Our visual arts program continues to grow as we sent 4 freshmen to the state UIL art competition this spring, a first for HCISD. This is our 2nd year of our partnership with Crockett Elementary as our teen trendsetters work with 1st and 2nd graders improving their reading skills as part of the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy. And this next one I'm so proud of. We are so proud of. We have one of the strongest Crime Stoppers organizations. I could almost cry. I'm getting emotional. So sorry about that. It's like a proud mama. In the district, state, and now the nation. Thanks to our Raven Club, who just won the Drive the Message contest with their video, Phone Smash. It will be shown nationally, as well as receiving a $2,000 check from State Farm Insurance and AAA.
Wow.
And we'll share, right. And we'll be sharing that winnings with KHGN, who helped us. In addition, 5 Raven Club students were named to the National Advisory Board for Teens in the Driver's Seat, representing HCISD. Also, Jose Gutierrez will be serving on the State Crime Stoppers Advisory Board next year as a result of his involvement this year with the Raven Club and the State Crime Stoppers Conference. And it doesn't stop there. Our SOR officer, Robert Curry, will receive the 5A, 6A Spawn Star recognition at the TDS Summit in San Antonio on May 22nd for sponsoring the Raven Club. That's a lot for 4 years, I think. We are so proud of our students, teachers, staff, parents, and administrators in what we have accomplished. And I brought my fan club. Teacher of the Year. And also Mrs. Joy Hoflinger, one of our assistant principals, because everybody else is working.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
We still have so much to do, and each year we continue to perfect our processes and systems so that we are the best at what we do for our students. And because we only have them for one short year, we must be the best at what we do. Our hope is that our students discover their passion while at CFA as we live and model our passion of educating them. On behalf of the entire Dr. Kano Academy learning community, we want to thank you for your continued support in our endeavors as we say goodbye to the class of 2020 and start making preparations for the class of 2021. Let's see, 2017 plus 4.
Yeah, that's it.
We also wish our legacy class of 2017 the very best as they begin their post-secondary journey. Wow. Hard to imagine. So now we're going to show you a short video of Kano then, Kano now, and some students that will be speaking as well.
So when we started 4 years ago, Kano was this idea of what can we do, what can we bring to our students to make sure that they have the tools and the pathways for their future success. And in the beginning, it was definitely a trial by error. Are we doing what's right? Do we have the right focuses? And as we've gone through these 4 years, we can really say that the pathways, the endorsements that we have in place, the different classes are really leading our kids to success. They're able to achieve not only here at the freshman campus, but then we watch them the next few years and they're achieving and they're getting high marks in the cumulative high schools as well. So the goals that we have to make sure that they meet their higher education standards have definitely been met, and of course we're going to continue to push those goals and continue to hope that they achieve and that they reach higher for themselves and they get that base here at Kano. The Freshman Academy provides a safe home for all of our students. Here they are at the top, they are their leaders, we have emerging leaders, no one is overlooked, and they also come together from all over Harlingen. They build these relationships that they wouldn't be able to do in any other place. So it provides this building block, this foundation for their future and for their high school.
Well, we are put in a pathway. We choose a pathway at the beginning of the school year, and based on this pathway that we choose, me being business and industry, I am given opportunities to go and look furthermore and further into different opportunities in business and industry.
since ninth grade is the foundation of your GPA, I feel that it's the most important year. So all the rest of your years of high school, it's going to really depend on that, and I feel that it's important that they really focus on the freshmen like they do here. I was already nervous enough coming here as a freshman because it's your first year of high school, but it's a lot more welcoming, and at a bigger high school I feel I would have been a lot more nervous and maybe not have gotten involved as much, but here I really did.
It's wonderful when they come back and visit or when we see them out around town, and one thing that they always mention is that they felt like a somebody at Kano. They were never overlooked. They all had a purpose. They all had a reason, and they really appreciate that unity that Kano brought, because once they get to the other grade levels, they definitely have that friendly rivalry, and they have so many different opportunities that it's easy to get overlooked. It's easy to get lost. So they really like having that strong, humble beginning where they're all one and they're all able to come together, even if it's just for a year, because that 1 year will last for so many years for these kids.
Well, Gano was very technology based, and I think that's like one of the most influential things that helped my high school career. It's shocking to think like 4 years ago we were there, and now I'm here in less than a month, about to graduate and follow my career at Baylor. I mean, I'm very excited and very honored to be part of the legacy class at Kano.
I had an extremely good time at Kano because I got to meet a lot of people that I hadn't met before. Allowing Kano to be there and be kind of like a little pathway for us to meet, it was kind of just like an area where I got to be surrounded by people who were like myself. And along with that, it allowed for each and every one of us to pretty much be our own leaders, because we didn't have a superior class and we didn't have a class that was looking up to us. It was just ourselves. And so we were all kind of just looking out for each other and helping each other out. And so it was just kind of an experience that I had where all of us in, I guess, HCIC in the freshman class got to get together and really work towards, I guess, a common goal, which was to make the first year of Kano a good experience for us. We kind of just made it our own experience and our own kind of an enjoyable year for us. I really enjoyed having that decision to choose which pathway I want to go to and start with the people that I would be networking with in the same profession. Because in high school you do have to take your college and career classes, and so having Kano set that platform for me, it really allowed me to understand what I wanted to be when I grew up and which classes I had to take in order to prepare myself for the future that I have ahead of me.
It's only been 4 years, but we have so much more growth that we're going to do because we want to do it. We're able to continue to see these students flourish, thrive, and start out their futures here, so it's really awesome to be part of that.
Thank you.
Goodness. Board and comments, questions of Ms. Bauer?
So sure, Mr. President, I'll make a comment. Maybe I'm not as qualified as you or Mrs. Fleury to make this comparison, but you know, not too many years ago, well, quite a few years ago, but there was a campus, a ninth grade campus that didn't go so well in this district. And I just want to give the superintendent, this board, and of course you, really kudos and credit that, you know, with the right vision and leadership, anything's possible. Really, it's been said many times. It's a little, I guess it's a little getting worn out, but it really is the epicenter of transformation. Our Dr. Kano Academy really is the epicenter of transformation. We're really proud of that. For those of y'all who didn't know, we had a lot of visitors come to this district, and it's not common that it's Dr. Kano Academy that we highlight and we take them to that campus. And so we're really proud of that. And you went through so much, but from the pathways to the BYOD and to all the great initiatives, collaborative learning that you've rolled out through that campus, and then kind of it spread, as you said so eloquently, to the other campuses. And so we're really proud. I'm a little biased because my daughter goes there. So really, really amazing atmosphere. And I can't, folks, you know, have given me a lot of feedback about that campus, and they're so amazed. Nobody believes they're ninth graders. They don't. Mm-hmm. Because you go there and they behave and they comport themselves like college students. And I've never, been there and seen any crazy things, and again, listen, I know they're ninth graders and things happen, but, and you guys aren't just putting on a show, because I've been there at all different times and seen the hallways and stuff like that. It's just, you've got the culture down pretty good there. And I think that, just keep it up, doing great things. I'm going to steal your phrase that you mentioned to me the other day. It really has been a breakout year for Kano Academy. And I think that, I think that there's going to be great things to come. And so just kudos to you. I'm so proud of you. You're going to be here another 6 years. Oh, 4. Oh, sorry. Sorry, check.
I'll talk to Mr. Bauer.
Sorry. But no, thank you very much. Just really proud of the work you're doing, and just keep it up. Really can't thank you enough.
I certainly do appreciate all those wonderful comments, but it takes a team effort. And I can tell you that we all come together all the time and just focus in on the student, because we only have that 1 year. And it's very important. And that's what we do. We do our work, and it shows.
And thank you so much, Mrs. Bauer. Dr. Pettis, being a parent, obviously, you're close to that. And you gave us really told us a story about Kano, how we started, and knowing that you were there. Of course, we've known you for a long time, your days at Stewart, and we knew you were the right person to lead that campus.
Thank you.
And your staff that's here, yes, we're proud. The direction, and I want to say this, you franchise tag, so that means you can't leave. So you have a franchise tag on you, okay? So that's 4 years, 4 more years? Okay, that's it.
2021.
So we're so proud of you. Your staff is here. Would they
I
please
have Mrs. Hoflinger, and I have our Teacher of the Year, because it's
Teacher of the year.
She said starting last year.
Oh, 5 years. She said 5 years?
Starting
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
She said
We'll see. That last year, you always look to see if you can do another year.
Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me? Victory
Very
lap.
well. Thank you so very much. And Mr. Hymas, please, sir.
Mr. President, I just want to make a couple of points. I have a niece there right now that came up with you through Stewart Place, and I have some more nieces and nephews coming down the pipeline that are going to go through Kano. For me, Kano represents the vision of the school district and the growth, because I grew up in the neighborhood right next to Kano Elementary when we used to go play in those open fields where Kano now stands. And it's hard to imagine that was empty at one point. But every time I passed by there, even before I represented this community on the school board, when I was, before I was on the board, and every time I would pass through there or drive by, that to me, that's what that represented. That for me personally, because knowing that I had grown up there and I had seen what that area was, just an open field, and now it's that beautiful campus. That's what that represents to me. And I just want to thank you for taking the lead and bringing that campus to where it is and taking it where it's going. So I just want to thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
And your staff and all the teachers there.
Absolutely, and we thank you for that. It's the best kept secret in Harlingen. Did you know that? Because you don't see the campus until you drive right up on it.
That's right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Ms. Flourier?
Well, except for the fact that every ninth grader in the city goes through there, so we're hoping that as the years go by, it won't be a best kept secret anymore. Thank you, Vivian. We're very, very proud of Kano. It really is the campus that would, it's a showplace for the district, and you're always so welcoming when we do that. I realize you have other things to do than to, let us show you off all the time, but we're very proud. Thank you so much, and please tell your staff thank you very much.
I certainly will.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Yes, and thank you so very much. And I'm sort of the historian thinking about, we didn't know what was going to be there, but in 92 we bought 50 acres, a great price. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we knew that one day something would happen on that 50-acre plot. And then the team, Dr. Cavasso, team and board, we looked at what do we want to do. We talked about a ninth grade. And I remember that I was around back in the Alamo days, ninth grade. Oh my goodness, in the 80s. And people say, oh no, we don't want that. But what happens if you have the vision, obviously, and you believe and you trust, and strategically we rolled it out, and the people believed in us. And I'm so proud of the fact that we sort of took a risk, but we're bold in Harlingen. We do what's best for our children. And I can't recall very many ninth grade campuses we have in the state like this. And what we're doing is really remarkable. And I want to thank you and your team for the great work that you do. It's just amazing. So again, thank you very much. Thank you so very much. And congratulations for doing a great job.
Thank you.
Okay. Public comments. None. Matters related to curriculum instruction. Approval of out-of-state trip for Harlingen High School Texas Association of Future Educators Club student to attend National Educators Rising Competition in Phoenix, Arizona on June 23rd through 26, 2017. Ms. Teresa Hoya.
Hi, thank you. And you're a very good dancer, Ms. Good evening, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, and superintendent staff. Yesenia Flores competed at the Texas Association of Future Educators State Competition, also known as TAFE, held at the University of Houston. Yesenia placed first in the state in the Educators Rising Leadership Competition and also third in the Exploring Support Service Careers Competition. We're asking approval to travel to Phoenix, Arizona on June 23rd to the 26th so that she can compete at the Educators Rising National Competition.
Wow.
Oh, I would like to move approval, please. As
Second.
stated.
A motion by Ms. Flores, second by Mr. Jaimes. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wow. And Mr. McShane, may
Yes,
I
Ms.
make one comment?
Ms. Flourier.
please? Ms. Cuellar, thank you so much. We've spoken tonight about how wonderful the special prom was today. And I was told that this is the lady that was responsible for all of the decorations in that building. So thank you so much. They were beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Approval of out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School National Speech and Debate Association National Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama on June 16th through 25th, 2017. Ms. Courtney McNeil.
Good evening, Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, and board members, and senior staff. The Harlingen High School Speech Drama Debate Team is here tonight to request your permission to travel to the National Speech and Debate Association's National Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama, June 16th through the 25th. The following students have qualified: Brandon Solis in Original Oratory, Grant Burbach in Domestic Extemporaneous Speaking, and Irene Tyler was selected for the Gulf Coast World School Debate Team. Samantha Lopez received third place and was the first alternate in dramatic interpretation. We hope to attend this year and continue the success that our programs had the past 3 years with your support. We ask your permission to attend.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome.
Are any of the kids here today?
Yes.
They're here.
They're all there tonight.
Yeah, they're here. Yeah.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School National Speech and Debate Association National Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Hyman, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion?
I third it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
Great job, guys. Great job.
Well, yeah. Knock 'em out.
I just wanted to take a moment and thank you all so much. This year is my first year, and you guys have been so supportive. And my administration has been really supportive, and it really starts at the top with you all. So thank you so much.
Courtney, thank you.
Great job.
Great job. Thank you. We're proud of you.
We look forward to seeing a lot more of you here.
Yeah.
That's right. Very good.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
great. Approval of out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School South National Speech and Debate Association National Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama, June 16th through 25th, 2017. Okay, this would be Marie, Julia.
I am Julia Wise.
All
yes.
right,
I
Julia.
think there was a typo there. Mr. President, trustees, Dr. Gavasso, administration, and members of the audience. Tonight, I am here on behalf of the Harlingen High School South Speech Drama Debate Team to ask for your permission to travel out of state to Birmingham, Alabama on June 16th through the 25th to compete at the National Speech and Debate Association National Tournament. Now this year we had 10 students qualify at the Gulf Coast District National Qualifier. Those 10 students are Christian Ingram and Angela Gonzalez in duo interpretation. We also have James Gracia and Valerie Luevanos, who also qualified in duo interpretation. Jaime Gomez in program oral interpretation. Chris Smith in domestic extemporaneous speaking. We have Alejandro Garcia in foreign extemporaneous speaking. Lucero Sauceda in domestic extemporaneous speaking. We have Jessica Durant in dramatic interpretation, John Duncan in humorous interpretation, and I believe that covers it. But we are just we are just so proud of these students, and with your permission, we would love to represent HCISD on the national level.
Julie, you made it hard on yourself. You memorized everything.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they work very hard with this, and so it's the least I could do for them.
Mr. President,
Dr. Pettis.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School South National Speech and Debate Association National Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama on June 16th to 25th, 2017.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. DeLeon. Is there discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Great
Oh
job.
my goodness.
Very proud of you.
Thank you so much for your
Yes.
support and encouragement.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me just say, Julia, that's special. You know, you didn't have any cheat sheets. You know, you didn't. You did that. That's really old school. You know, I like that. That's
well,
old.
sir, I can say it came from my training with the Harlingen South Speech Drum and Debate Team. I was
Super.
a product of it, so it's one of the skills
Super
you get
proud.
with it.
We know you're connected. Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you,
We
thank you.
appreciate
Yes.
it. Proud of you.
Thank you.
And we use these all the time.
Very well. Approval of out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School South Skills USA student to attend the National Leadership and Skills Conference in Louisville, Kentucky, June 19th through 23rd. Presenter is Mr. Shane Schubart.
Yes, sir, Mr. McShannon. I'm speaking on behalf of Mr. Waters. He has laryngitis tonight, so he has asked me to request this. Harlingen High School South Skills USA Information Technology Sponsor Advisor Arnold Waters is requesting approval for sponsor and student Julian Trio to attend the National Leadership and Skills Conference in Louisville, Kentucky, June 19th through the 23rd. Julian Trio placed first in Information Technology Services at the state level and will be representing the entire state at nationals. And I have to say that the South has not gone to Skills USA Nationals since I took my kids to nationals back in 2008. So congratulations to Mr. Waters.
Right. That's
Put that out there, folks.
He had to add that part, yeah.
He didn't write that. He didn't write that.
Yes. yes.
Was that on his notes, Mr.
I'm gonna tell a little story about
That was
it.
unscripted.
Well, I would like to move approval
Waters,
then.
Where's the teacher? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember you. My goodness, congratulations. Yes.
I do move approval of the out-of-state trip for Harlingen High School South Skills USA student and sponsor to attend the National Leadership and Skills Conference in Louisville, Kentucky, June 19th to the 23rd this year.
I
Great.
second.
Motion, Ms. Fleury, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Right.
Well, we're proud of you. Let me get a little institutional memory here. Shane Trubart, okay, he was, he was a CTE teacher back in the day, and he has an associate applied science degree from TSTC in our information management technology program. One of my students way back when, I tell you, he was kind of low-keyed, you know. But you're right.
Under the radar.
2008, okay, coming back, Arnold. You know, he can be your mentor, right? Very well. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, Shane, thanks. Approval of out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School South Latin team to attend the National Junior Classical League competition in Troy, Alabama on June 24th through 29th. We have presenting, is this
This is Marie Garza.
Miss Marie Garza?
Are the students here? Bring all the students up.
Yeah, yeah.
And can I ask for my assistance too?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
And may I ask Mr. Schubert to read this for me?
Oh, that's right. In Espanol or in Latin?
In whatever language you I am using a cheat sheet.
That's okay.
Because it's a lot of them, as you can see. So I don't want to, I want to make sure that I recognize all of them.
Wonderful.
First, Salveti Omnis. And that means good evening or good day or good afternoon or good morning. It's all the same. It just means good day. President of the board, Mr. George McSham, Dr. Cavazos, Board of Trustees, Superintendent staff. Good evening again, in English now. On March 31st, April 1st of this year, the Harlingen High School South Latin students attended for the second time the Texas State Junior Classical League state competition in San Antonio, Texas. The South team has 24 active members in Area B of the State League alongside the San Antonio schools, because there is no other school here in the Valley. So we compete with the San Antonio teams. This year, our team competed in the area competition and advanced 17 students to the state competition at Sandra D. O'Connor High School in San Antonio. Our students competed in academic, classical civilization, art, in the talent show, and the Olympica events. With over 1,600 high school students from across the state of Texas. We currently have 10 students that have qualified to compete at the National Junior Classical League National Competition to be held at Troy University in Troy, Alabama, July 24th through the 29th. In the academic test, I will please ask when I call your name to move forward so they know who you are. In the academic test, maxima cum laude, we have junior Tristan Powell, advanced grammar first place in state, gold medal.
Wow.
Senior Monica Perez, geography of the ancient world and pentathlon, gold and bronze. Sophomore Alexander Castillo, Greek history and pentathlon, gold in both. First place in both. Magna cum laude. Senior Celestial Martinez, classical art history, silver, second place. Senior Gemma Uzo, Latin literature and pentathlon, silver and bronze. Senior Mariel Calara, she left. She wasn't. I'm sorry. She was in the top 10, and apparently she had to leave.
We talked too much, miss. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know. Pentathlon, silver. Senior Carol Scorza, pentathlon, silver. She's not here because of illness. Cum laude. Senior Jaylene Gonzalez, vocabulary level 2, reading comprehension level 2, bronze in both. Junior Shelby Johnston. Reading comprehension level 1, bronze. Sophomore Valeria Montero, mottos and abbreviations, bronze. She had to leave. She was picked up about half an hour ago. Senior Heather Lucente, Roman life level 2 and pentathlon, bronze in both. She's not here right now. In the classical civilization contest, Senior Tiffany Yopel, miscellaneous classical art, silver. And a great singer, Senior Celestial Martinez, vocal solo, 4th place, and plaque. For the second time, and the only second time, Harlingen High School South was one of the sweepstakes winners in the lower division category, 20 members or less. There were 25 teams that competed in this division, and South received a total of 8 medals in the pentathlon event. All 1,600 students in attendance had to take this test. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Fernando Reyes, our principal.
Mr. Reyes.
and the Harlingen South Administration for their continued support to our program. I also would like to thank Ms. Araceli Mata. By the way, she started to learn Latin already. She did. She's using the Cambridge Elevate program, so we may have another teacher soon. And Mr. Anthony Mink also trying to learn. And I help them I appreciate their help very much. They have been helping me throughout the year. And they also went with me to state competitions, so they had a great experience, right?
Right.
At this time, I am seeking permission from the board to attend the National Junior Classical League National Competition in Troy, Alabama, which will take place from July 24th through the 29th of this year. Again, thank you so much for your support. The Harlingen South Latin students and the Latin team are very grateful for your support, and at this moment they would like to present you, all of you, and Mr. Villarreal, where are you? With a little token of their appreciation.
That'll get you approval all the time.
We're not trying to bribe.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
We need more.
U.S. history.
There's some more. And I know you're hungry by now, so there is some food inside there. I know all of us are hungry.
Wow, thank you.
If you look at the little strip right there, the little purple strip, I'm going to read it to you in English. We thank you for all you do, for your excellence in the education process, and for your support to our progress of our students, the progress of our students. And this program, if you talk to any of these kids, they will tell you that it's helping them in most everything, in most of their subjects, and also when they take the ACTs and ACTs. And that's what makes me want to continue to do this, because it helps them in other things. And when you hear someone saying Latin is dead, they know it's not. Because you pick up a newspaper, any article in a newspaper, and you go through it, you'll find a lot of words in English that are derivatives of Latin. So it's not dead. Thank you.
As Dr. Perez knows, the whole world in medicine is all Latin.
Yes, all the terminology.
It's all Latin.
Yes, it will never change.
Yeah.
And they also know that it teaches them responsibility, and it teaches them life. And the little thing that is round inside, like a certificate, I would like for you to open it. I know I'm taking a lot of time. I'm sorry, but there's hardly anybody here anymore. So. But thank you for staying. I really appreciate you. There's only a few of you, and thank you so much for staying. And I appreciate the parents. I know there's a lot of parents here that are watching their kids. Aristotle, right? It's about excellence. And it's not what's the virtue, is what you do with it. It's habitual, what you do every day. And so they know that responsibility is every day. And that's what I try to instill of these kids, and they have been really wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, Mr. President, I move for approval of out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School South National Speech and Debate Association National Tournament in Birmingham, Alabama on June 6th through the 25th.
I second the motion. I want to add before we.
Hold on, Dr. Muniz, can you read it again on number E, letter E, please?
Wrong one? Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. E.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I move for approval of out-of-state trip for the Harlingen High School South Latin team to attend the National Junior Classical League competition in Troy, Alabama on July 24th through 29th.
I second the motion.
Motion by Dr. Muniz, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion?
I just want to add, Mrs. Garza, I hope you were here earlier tonight when we were talking about the effect that passionate teachers like you have on our kids in school. It's a pleasure to hear you tonight. You could have talked another 20 minutes. No, and I would have enjoyed it. I think it's terrific, and we're so fortunate to have you lead this program. Thank you.
And I've been to her class a couple times. Just the students love you, and we love you. You're just doing amazing things. We hope you stay another 15, 20 years here. But keep up the great work. Proud of you.
Mr. McShane, I would like to comment also, and I just want to say thank you. You know, you have done something extraordinary in creating an entirely new program and having such enthusiastic response from your students and such success in your competition in an area that's very difficult. In fact, as you yourself, you know, were alluding to, most people would never have even thought of it, and they would certainly not have tried it. And once tried, I doubt seriously that they would have succeeded to the level that you have succeeded. And you just make us so proud. I'm so proud to know that we're the only one in the Valley. We know we're special. But, you know, to be able to say that we have a Latin club, to me, is just such a classical way of showing that this district is set apart from other districts because we do highlight the academic achievements of our students. And there's nothing that says that to me more strongly than to bring back a classical language and to have the kind of success with it that you have had. And I'm so proud of you for doing it. I'm so proud of your campus leadership for supporting you. And you will always find support up here from us. So thank you very, very much. It's really a joy. I mean, golly, just think, we have Latin. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you so very much. My goodness, Ms. Garza, you're inspiring all of us. And this Aristotle quote, I think this is something that we talk about excellence, but this really defines what excellence really is. And to the students, to step outside the box and do something that we know that you didn't know what you were getting into. But just imagine, we can imagine what it allows you to do to be innovative and a critical thinker. This is what democracy is all about. Our education system will determine really the future of humanity in so many different ways. So we're proud of you, congratulations, and best of luck to you. Thank you. So, no one called for the question, but I guess it's time now to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Congratulations.
Good job.
All right. Yeah, super.
She wants to take a, Shane, you want to take a photo with all the kids?
Yeah.
Take a group picture with y'all?
Yeah, let's take a photo with them. Yeah, this is a special group. Oh, really? So you want them to win?
Yeah. All my kids are Spurs fans.
I was a big fan of Rockets back in the 90s, 80s, 90s. I always liked the Spurs, but I rooted more for the Rockets. You know, the Spurs became, a winning team. I started watching them more. Now I'm a Spurs fan, but.
We do have an answer for it. But when they're playing against each other, I went to University of Michigan. Came in last year. Downtown Houston, yeah. There are different dorms there. There's dorms on campus. It's a huge campus. And then there's apartments.
Go there by Dr. Cavazos and leave there. Go, go, go. Wait on it.
Yeah, Carl Lewis, came in last year. Five records. Okay, sit on.
right here. Take camera.
Here we go, guys. 1, 2, and 3. Hold on.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it. Oh, you get Fernando in there. Let's get another one. You guys, Fernando.
Okay, get back in there. Timothy.
Oh, yeah, he's got a big mouth. All teeth, all teeth. Alrighty. Let's get a cheater. Good job. There you go.
I've been telling the superintendent for years about
Oscar.
I know. Hey, Doc, you like how the fingers always point at the super?
Y se levantó Oscar para
Let's see. Yeah, she started that, so I don't know yeah, we should be able to. Okay, transfer. Okay, we can move now.
I'll
right?
do that quick.
Yeah. Okay. We have matters relating to transformation and school support. Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee report, Dr. Cavazos.
Yes, Mr. President, board members, senior team, and of course the audience. Want to publicly recognize Lori Romero and Carmen Alvarez for their continued support and their continued laser focus on our early literacy initiative. At the Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee meeting, the ladies presented the plan from the design team to expand our early literacy initiative to begin our pre-K3 program. And so that program will take place at 3 of our campuses in connection and in partnership with Head Start Niños. It is part of our strategic plan. That design team has put forth a lot of initiatives that will definitely start our kids strong so that they can finish strong. Already we're seeing some tremendous success from the program. And so thank you, Ms. Romero and Carmen Alvarez, for their great work. We look forward to the expansion of our early literacy initiative to expand into a pre-K3 program. The second item, really excited about this initiative as we bring together some incredible opportunities for our students. Dr. Noyola has coordinated this project entitled Beyond the Bell, and it's enriching summer school opportunities in HCISD and changing the narrative of the purpose of summer programming. And this, again, is another initiative as part of our strategic plan. It expands our summer school opportunities into different academy opportunities. A lot of staff throughout the district is involved in this project. We expect over 4,000 students to participate in this program Beyond the Bell. That includes programs in the arts, the academics, and the athletics. I want to thank our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Noyola, for coordinating this project. We look forward to this amazing work as we expand our opportunities into the summer. Again, we've waited as we are in our 3rd year of our strategic plan for these projects that were in development, but the staff continues to do great work through their design team. We're going to look to see how this work continues to expand our educational excellence and our choices in HCISD. Our chairperson, Dr. Nolan Perez, continues to work with us closely to navigate these transformational pieces. So I'm going to turn it over to him if he'd like to add any additional information.
Just briefly, I recently was at, many of y'all know that I serve on the board for the Holdsworth Center, and recently we're at a board meeting, and they always bring in a keynote speaker of significance. And not that there folks on our board couldn't be that speaker, but there are. But in this case, it was the Harvard, the dean of the Harvard School of Graduate School of Education, and it's amazing because that just happened a few weeks ago, and then we had this meeting, and so many of the things that he talked about being the solution for what we need now for our education system were basically highlighted at that meeting. He talked about the importance of early education, so much about that. It was a big focus of his, and then he talked about a lot about summer enrichment activities and things like that. And so we're doing the right things. And so I just want to applaud you, Dr. Cavazos, and Alicia, and of course Lori and Carmen and Veronica Corten, and so many of the other your leaders, exceptional leadership that we have in the district, because we're doing some really amazing things, and it's going to make a huge impact down the road. So keep up the great work. We look forward to the next meeting, and I know we'll just continue to bring transformative things that are going to really shape and change the education system significantly going forward.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis. Excellent job. Thank you, Dr. Cavazos, team. Excellent. Thank you very much. Matters relating to business services, consideration for approval to award construction services contract for the electrical improvements at South Stewart Place and Lamar Elementary. Mr. Cavazos.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 14A is consideration and approval to award contract for electrical improvement at South Stewart Place and Lamar Elementary. Ranking committee met to rank the two proposals we received. One of the proposals did not meet the specifications of the bid. They left one of the campus out of the pricing. So we were left with one proposal. We felt good with that proposal for Metro Electric, and we're recommending Metro Electric at a cost of $420,946, which is about $90,000 less than what we had anticipated.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the award for construction services contract for the electrical improvements at South Stewart Place, Lamar Elementary, CSP, as recommended by staff. Excuse me.
A second.
A motion by Mr. Powers, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposes? Motion carries. Consideration for approval to award construction service contract for the parking lot improvement in Harlingen High School, Crockett Elementary School, Vernon Middle School. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 14B is consideration and approval of award for parking lot improvements at Harlingen High School, Crockett, and Vernon. Ranking committee met and ranked the proposals and is recommending the top rank offerer of GT Paving at a total cost of $498,828.14. We did discuss this at the facility committee meeting as well.
Mr. President, I move approval to award the construction services contract for the parking lot improvements at Harlingen High School, Crockett Elementary, and Vernon Middle School, CSP number CNST 0417-1.
I second the motion.
Motion by Ms. Fleury, second by Dr. Muniz. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposes? Motion carries. Consideration and approval of job order contract and procurement method for district-wide project utilizing interlocal agreements. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 14C is consideration and approval to use the job order contracting method for procurement of construction projects of less than $500,000. Typically, we bid these items. However, administration felt that we had a little bit more flexibility to be able to expedite some of the minor construction projects that we have. We had it at $100,000, but the additional flexibility gives us a little bit more ability to expedite some of these projects. We're still going to bring the recommendations of anything that's over $50,000 for the board to approve either way. We also discussed this at the facility committee meeting.
What's your pleasure?
Mr. President, move approval for the job order contract and procurement method for the district-wide projects utilizing interlocal agreements as presented.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mrs. Fleury. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and approval of award a job order contract for renovation to existing facilities for the Media Arts and Communications Academy. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 14D is consideration and approval to award the job order contract for the Media Arts and Communications Academy, the MACA Academy. We're recommending Alpha Construction at a cost of $190,631. They're going to be able to complete this work before August 15th, so we're comfortable with that proposal.
I'd like to move approval to award a job order contract for renovations to existing facilities for the Media Arts and Communication Academy, MACA.
I second the
We
motion.
have a second, Mrs. Fleury. Motion by Ms. Fleury, second by Dr. Muniz. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposes, motion carries. Consideration and approval of health insurance consultant, Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann. Dr. Cavazos, board member. Agenda item 14E is consideration and approval of the health insurance consultant. We did solicit proposals and received 6. We ranked and interviewed all of the 6 vendors. Administration, you do have a ranking sheet there with you. Administration is ranking the Gallagher Group. They're in partnership with TASB to be our health insurance consultant for this year. The Gallagher Group has over 90 years of experience and do provide services to multiple school districts around the state. They include Austin ISD, Corpus Christi ISD, Brownsville ISD, and Mercedes ISD. They do bring a large team to the table to include attorneys, actuaries, pharmacists, and underwriters. We feel comfortable with this group because they do have a vast experience in this area. And again, this is for the health insurance consultant. If approved, we're going to start working with them right away.
Mr. President, make a motion for approval of the health insurance consultant as recommended by administration.
Second.
Motion, Mr. De Leon, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion?
Just a quick question, Mr. President. Julia, I'm assuming they have a lot of experience with self-funded districts as well?
They do. They actually have transitioned a lot of districts from fully insured to self-funded. They did one, I think it was a large one, I think it was San Antonio ISD just recently, transitioned from fully funded to self-insured. So we're comfortable with them, and if we do go self-funded, they will provide a lot of support for that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Further discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Consideration and approval of board resolution to extend the bank depository contract for the 2017-2019 authorized under TEC Chapter 45, Subchapter G. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board member. Agenda item 14F is consideration approved to extend our depository contract for 2 more years. We did solicit bids for this item 2 years ago, and awarded the bid to Frost Bank. We have the option to extend the bid for 2 more years at the same terms. We do feel comfortable with Frost as being our depository. They do provide great services, give us a good rate of return on our funds there at the bank. We are recommending approval to extend the contract for 2 more years.
Mr. President, make a motion for approval of the board resolution to extend the bank depository contract BNKD 0415 for 2017 through the 19th as authorized through TEC, Chapter 45, Subchapter G.
Second the motion.
Motion by Mr. De Leon, second by Dr. Pettis. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Matters relating to human services, approval of revision to policy update 107 on second reading. Mrs. Vargas.
Thank you, Mr. President, Dr. Cavazos, board members. We bring for your consideration and possible approval recommended revisions regarding policy update 107 on second reading. These policies were thoroughly discussed at our Policy Audit Committee meeting last month on Tuesday, April the 11th, 2017. Administration recommends approval on second reading, and Dr. Bobby Muniz serves as our committee chairperson and may have additional information to share this evening, and I'll go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Muniz.
I think it was very clear that evening what we're going over. I don't have any extra comments. Anybody else have comments or questions about that? Thank you. And I'd like to move on revisions to policy update 107 on the second reading.
Second.
We have a motion by Dr. Muniz, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposes, motion carries. Matters related to district operations, approval of final construction payment to Spar Glass Contractors, Inc. for the Memorial Repurposing Annex. Mr. Tapia.
Mr. McShann, members of the board, this is final payment for the Memorial Repurpose project for Spar Glass Construction in the amount of $66,715. This is final payment. It's required by the board to approve prior to release, and it was discussed at the Facilities Committee meeting. Administration recommends approval.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve final construction payment to Spall Glass Contractors for the Memorial Repurposing Annex.
Second the motion.
Motion by Mr. Hymas, second by Dr. Muniz. Is there a discussion?
I have one comment.
Ms. Laurier.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to read in our most outstanding magazine, that beautiful magazine that we received, that the head of Spall Glass is a Harlingen graduate. I did not know that. That was, so no wonder the memorial looks so beautiful.
Very well, thank you. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposes? Motion carries. Facilities Committee report, Mr. Tapia.
President McShann, members of the board, Dr. Cavazos. Facilities Committee meeting was held on May 2nd. Item discussed, we gave an update on the city project of the Bonham Park improvements that they're doing there. On bond programs, we gave an update on the air conditioning upgrades to Kano Academy. And of course, the memorial repurpose admin building. We also had a tour prior to the meeting. On TRE programs, we discussed the scoreboard for the Bogus Stadium to be done after graduation, as well as the decorative footings for that project. We discussed the all-inclusive parks for the city at Pendleton and Victor Park, the hand railing as well at Bogus Stadium to be done after graduation. Update on the athletic track repairs at Coakley and Vela, and we're starting Gutierrez. Roofing upgrades at Travis Zavala were discussed. The AC upgrades at Harlingen High School. We gave an update on that, and all the lighting upgrades for the elementaries that are starting to come in. Also discussed the baseball and softball field master plan, and the parking lot improvements and electric gear upgrades that were approved tonight on the bids. And we also discussed several CAPE projects at both high schools, the auto body shop, the mechanic shop, the Media and Communications Academy, and other small projects that we're going to be doing in-house with maintenance. And Julio Cavazos did a presentation on the financial report. Oh, we also reported one change order at the re-roofing for Zavala. I'll pass it on to our facilities chair, Mr. Powers.
I just want to comment on the memorial repurpose. We were provided a tour of the facility before our meeting, and it was outstanding. The finished product is just better than I ever anticipated. The enthusiasm of the staff, the different departments that have moved over there, was just, you could feel it in the air, and it's just terrific. The contractor, Spall Glass, did an outstanding job. I want to compliment them, even though I don't believe they're here at this time. I know there was a couple board members who, because of their schedules, couldn't be there. I really hope you all will take advantage of that, because it's really neat. The other thing I wanted to comment on is the progress on the body shop and paint booth at Harlingen High School that will be, I understand, used by both campuses.
Yeah.
State of the art. I'm looking forward, Oscar, to y'all providing us with a tour of that when it's finally finished. And also the Media Communications Academy is going to be state of the art also. I mean, we're just doing some great things, and I show you a handout. We have about 20-something projects going on right now, and compliments to you and your staff for an outstanding job.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Powers, for chairing that committee. Dr. Cavazos?
I just want to reiterate what Mr. Powers said. We have a lot of things in motion. We're looking forward to the work that's going to be done this summer, and really launching some new initiatives for the upcoming school year. I want to thank the high school principals for their due diligence to staying the course and making things available and campuses available to our operations. My hat goes off to Oscar and, of course, Ken Lee and all his team. They continue to do great work, and so thank you, Oscar, for everything that you do.
Thank you. It is, what time is that?
9:53.
53. Adjournment to close our executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code, Section 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, and 551.082, the Open Meetings Act, for the following purposes: discuss purchase, lease of real estate, discuss employment of teachers and other professional staff, Discuss recommendations regarding employment of renewal of educators and professional contracts for probationary term and other contracts employment for 2017-2018. Discuss recommendation to propose non-renewal of term contract teacher at the end of the 2016-17 school year. We are adjourned in a closed session. Into open session for action on matters discussed in executive session. Consider employment of teachers and other professional staff.
Mr. President, move approval of employment of teachers and other professional staff as discussed in executive session.
Second.
The motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. De Leon. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposes, motion carries. Consider recommendation regarding employment of the renewal of educators and professional contracts of probationary term and other contract employment.
We want to read this specific, that would help.
Okay. Do I have a motion that the board renew the probationary term and non-Chapter 21 employment contracts for teachers and other professionals as recommended by administration, and that the board employ those employees under the appropriate corresponding contract for the 2017-2018 school year as discussed in executive session?
Mr. President, I move that the board renew the probationary term and non-Chapter 21 employment contracts for teachers and other professionals as recommended by administration, and that the board employ those employees under the appropriate corresponding contract for the 2017-2018 school year as discussed in executive session.
Second.
We have a motion by Dr. Muniz, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion?
Nice motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the motion carries. Okay, consider and take possible action regarding superintendent's recommendation to propose non-renewal of term contract teacher at the end of the 2016-17 school year. Do I hear a motion to propose the non-renewal of the employment of contract of Antonio Leal effective at the end of the 2016-2017 school year, conditioned on when his protected leave expires, and to authorize the superintendent to prepare and deliver the notice of proposed non-renewal as required by law as discussed in executive session?
Mr. President, I move to propose the non-renewal of the employment contract of Antonio Leal effective at the end of the 2016-2017 school year, conditioned on when his protected leave expires, and to authorize the superintendent to prepare and deliver the notice of proposed non-renewal as required by law.
Second the motion.
Motion by Mr. Powers, second by Dr. Pettis. Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. This meeting is now adjourned.